Hi, guys. Welcome back to Lit World Live. As we count down to our 15th anniversary celebration on November 1st, 2022, we are excited to explore all things Lit World with our Summer Live series. In the process, we pay tribute to the people, organizations, and institutions that have joined us over the years in this movement to strengthen kids and communities through the power of story. Since 2007, LitWorld has worked in collaboration with community-based organizations around the world. We work to deliver social, emotional, literacy-based programming to young people with the goal of creating safe spaces for them and driving global conversations around equity and access for all. Today, we're exploring LitMoms clubs and celebrating the caregivers who play an essential role in transforming communities and the lives of children everywhere. Please feel free to ask questions or talk to us using the chat feature, and make sure you follow us on social so that you don't miss any of the Lit World Live series this summer. My name is Amber Peterson. I'm Lit World's Director of Program Innovation.
And my name is Maria Hulchanska. I'm LitWorld's Program and Partnership Associate.
And today we are shouting out our Lit Moms.
Absolutely. So the first Moms Clubs started in 2012 and can be attributed to our partner organization Ready for Reading in Rwanda. They were already running lit clubs for children and lit fests for their community, but were struck by the need for programming that addressed one of the most important demographics to young people, their parents and their caregivers. The moms of our lit kids understood how important their role was in advocating for literacy in the lives of their children and wanted to know how to help. Many of these moms were illiterate themselves and knew firsthand how important the ability to read, to write, and to share their stories would be for their kids.
Lit Moms clubs were a space for the primary caregivers of our lit kids, usually their mothers, to have their own opportunity to create community amongst themselves and explore storytelling. The Lit Moms Manual shared best practices for basic literacy and making stories and storytelling part of a regular routine at home. Perhaps most importantly, Lit Moms clubs became a safe space for the parents who signed up. They were a place where moms could talk to each other not just about their children, but about themselves, their experiences, and their stories.
Absolutely. And the need for caregiver programming was one we saw quickly echoing across Lit World Network, and Lit Moms Clubs became a regular program offering for Lit World. In addition to the clubs in Rwanda, right now, Moms Lit Clubs currently run with our partners in Colombia, in Honduras, India, Kenya, Nicaragua, Pakistan, the Philippines, Uganda, and Zambia. The program now boasts hundreds of alumni.
Lit Moms clubs typically run alongside our Lit Club programming, meeting weekly or monthly as our Lit Moms schedules allow. Like Lit Club and most other Lit World programming, the curriculum is based around the Lit World's 7 strengths of belonging, curiosity, friendship, kindness, confidence, courage, and hope. Sessions include read-alouds and fun literacy activities, but also include practical conversation around self and family empowerment. Many Lit Moms clubs very naturally evolved to include robust economic empowerment practice as well. Through Lit Moms clubs, participants learn valuable skills like sewing and baking or farming, and acquire tools for commodifying those skills by creating small businesses and co-ops.
And we know that parents and caregivers, particularly moms, are often the primary advocates for their children. When we make sure that their needs are being met financially, socially, and mentally, we create the most advantageous situations for young people as well. Lit Moms clubs are spaces where the needs of caregivers are placed first and where they have the resources and the community to ensure that their families are well taken care of.
Although Lit Moms clubs were created with mothers of a lit community in mind, they have evolved over time. They now include fathers, grandparents, and even older siblings. Lit Moms clubs give adult caregivers safe spaces for literacy exploration and connection that are so necessary for the health and well-being of entire communities.
Absolutely. And today we're so excited to invite you to hear from some of our Lit Moms from around the world. First, let's pay a little visit to the moms at Ready for Reading in Rwanda, where the clubs have started.
nari umumama utari uzi gusoma no kwandika batwigisha gukundana, batwigisha kubahana, batwigisha uburyo tugomba kwigisha abana bacu, batwigisha gusoma, tugeze dusoma ibitabo, ubwo twamara gusoma ibitabo n'ubundi mwarimu akatwigisha inyigisho nziza cyane, ugasanga turafashijwe muri rusange.
Muri ibyo ikintu cya mbere cyabanje kutwubaka kigatuma tubikunda kurushaho, hari ikiganiro cy'igitangira turatangira kwiga kivuga ngo ese amakuru mwagize muri kino cyumweru nayahe, nibihe wahuye nabyo muri kino cyumweru.
LitMoms Club yagibamo abamama bafite imibereho itandukanye, ni ukuvuga bishingiye ku buzima bwabo, wenda nk'uko babayeho n'ibindi muri rusange. Ubwo rero nk'uko intumbero zayo ari uguhindura mu buryo bw'imibanire n'abantu, mu rwego rwo kwiteza imbere ndetse no kunguka ubumenyi muri rusange.
Hari umuntu utinya kuvuga ndetse nkumva nta n'icyizere nifitiye, ariko umaze kugeramo hari ibintu byamfashije, natangiye kujya noneho kwitinyuka nkaganira nabo neza ndetse nkumva ko ari inshuti zanjye, mbese nungutse inshuti muri make.
LitMoms clubs are such an important space for building community and building confidence. And so shooting stars to reading, Ready for Reading and all the LitMoms there. As we mentioned, LitMoms programs run all over the world. Let's hear from a LitMom in the Philippines in a club run by our partner, Project Pearls.
Hello, I am Bebe Soria from Project Pearls, Philippines. I have been a LitMoms member since 2018, but I am a member since LitMoms started their community in 2014. Mula nang maging kasali ako sa LitMoms, mas marami ako naging kakilala at kaibigan sa aming community. Tuto akong makasama sa kanila, natuto din ako ng makasalamuha sa tao na hindi nangyayari. Na-develop yung pagiging leader ko sa aming community dahil sa activities mo.
Amazing. Shooting stars to Project Pearls and Ready for Reading, and once again, all the Lit Moms there. These are just few examples of how this programming has been life-changing for the moms and their communities. Every community that has a Lit Moms Club has stories of women doing amazing life-changing things like the ones we just heard.
LitMoms programs are an important part of LitWorld's work around the world and part of our efforts to strengthen kids and communities through the power of story. Building healthy communities start at home, and there are simple things that you can do as a caregiver to ensure that you're supporting the young people that you love as well. One of the most simple things that you can do is read aloud.
Of course, and at Lit World, we love reading aloud. Reading aloud is such an accessible way to build a culture of literacy in your home and for your children. Studies show that daily reading aloud to kids can put them almost a year ahead of children who don't receive a daily read aloud. And that's regardless of income, educational level, or cultural background. Reading aloud builds community and brings people together. And of course, it's just fun.
In celebration of LitMoms and caregivers around the world, we wanted to share some special tips with you for creating an awesome read aloud moment with your family.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alana. I'm LitWorld's development manager, and I am going to share some read aloud tips with you all. As Amber and Maria just said, reading aloud is such a fun way to create community at home. And I'm thrilled to share some tips to make your read aloud moments count. So tip number 1, read and share what you love. Maybe you're reading aloud to your favorite story from when you were a kid, or a story passed down to you through your culture or family. Maybe it's even a story that you made up. Those were some of my favorites when I was growing up. Read aloud should be stories that you love. Take, for instance, my read aloud. It's a new favorite of mine, Noodle and the No Bones Day by Jonathan Graziano, and it's a story that I'm really excited to share. Tip number 2, don't be afraid to get silly with your read aloud. Reading aloud can be a whole body experience and a lot of fun. Use your voice, your body, your facial expressions to read with fluency and enthusiasm. Try out different voices for different characters, and don't be afraid to act out parts of the story as well. So for example, when I'm reading aloud from Noodle and the No Bones Day, one of my favorite moments is where Noodle does a big sneeze, which it says in Pug means that he's agreeing or yes. So if you're reading from this book, you might want to do a big over-the-top sneeze, a big achoo when you're reading, to really make sure that you and those you're reading aloud to feel like they're part of the story. Tip number 3 is allow your read alouds to be conversations. Ask questions when you read. Open-ended questions are the best. Encourage your listeners to act out part of the story with you. Think about why the author made choices that they did and how they might do things differently if they were in the character's shoes. So for example, in Noodle and the No Bones Day, we see Jonathan seeing Noodle have his first ever No Bones Day. So I might want to ask, how would you feel if your friend was having a No Bones Day? Or how might it feel for you to have a No Bones Day? What do you think that might feel like? And see if the person can tell you, or maybe act it out. Maybe they feel like they have no bones. They feel all loose. So make sure you're asking questions. Engage the listener with the story. Tip number 4, come prepared. The best read alouds are smooth. So do a pre-read of your read aloud so that you know what's coming. Reading the book beforehand lets you know where it makes the most sense to stop and ask questions or draw your listeners' attention to the pictures. Plus, if it's a book you love, it's fun to read it more than once. I've read Noodle and the No Bones Day a few times now, and I've loved it every time. And if you can see on the bottom here, I have some tabs I've put to help me know when I'm reading aloud, where do I want to stop and ask questions, or where's a good picture to focus on, or where's that sneeze moment for me to act out really big. And tip number 5 is to remember that there's really no wrong way to read aloud. The point of the read aloud is to create a shared experience between you and your listeners and to have fun. You don't have to read every page of a picture book. You can do a picture walk instead, where you summarize the story as you flip through the pages of the book. So maybe I'm not reading every word on the page, but just talking through what's on the story and flipping through, or maybe I'm creating a brand new story with my listeners based on what they're seeing in the pages of the book. Read aloud in your own voice, in your own languages, and in your style. Use this moment to create connection and get closer to those you share this special moment with. I hope these tips help make your read alouds even more fun and just super special experiences to share with those you love. In honor of LitWorld's 15th anniversary and in celebration of caregivers around the world who are the backbones of their communities, we thank you. LitWorld's work can't be done without you, and all donations help LitMoms, LitKids, and Lit communities thrive. Please visit litworld.org to learn more about our amazing programs and partners. And if you'd like to support our work, please text the number on the screen or give now or visit litworld.org/donate. Plus, in really exciting news, if you make a donation of $5 or more by tonight, Thursday, July 28th at 11:59 p.m. at litworld.org/donate or by using the number below, you'll be automatically entered to win a signed copy of Noodle and the No Bones Day by Jonathan Graziano. I'm super excited about that, and I hope that you all are too.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shooting stars to Alana for the amazing tips and showing us the book. And thank you all for joining us today. And shooting stars to all of our Lit Moms and the partners that help make Lit Moms clubs possible. Shooting stars.
We're all so proud of our Lit World family, and we've really enjoyed celebrating and highlighting it this summer with our live series. Make sure you join us next Thursday for the finale of this summer live series as we talk about our innovation projects and innovation partners and the future of Lit World. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.